Let square x denote the greatest integer function of x. And we are all aware from greatest integer function. Then the value of alpha for which the function this as a defining structure you can see is continuous at x equal to 0 and related options are given. As function is continuous, it means that suppose fx is continuous at x equal to 0, it means left hand limit and right hand limit and value of the function at the point 0 is same. So if anyhow we can find one of limit from this one or both, then we can easily find the value of alpha because of f0 is alpha. So alpha is coming from here, f0 is alpha, and one of limit, one of them, either LHL or RHL we can find, then we will know the value of alpha. So left hand limit LHL will be at 0. At 0 negative is limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h, and that one is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of minus h. F of minus h is same as limit h tends to 0 sine minus h square upon minus h square, and this is in square bracket, and this is denoting the greatest integer function. So what is minus h square in terms of greatest integer function? Means value of input never exceed minus h square. Means, and we have to take value in integer and never exceed from minus h square, as h is tending to 0 and we are approaching 0 from left hand side. So you can consider nearest point or neighborhood point like minus half, minus 1 upon 3, minus 1 upon 4. So these are rational value. So minus 1 is the least integer which is less than minus h square. So value of this one is equal to limit h tends to 0 sine minus 1 upon minus 1, and keep remember this is not of the type limit x tends to 0 sine x upon x, because here we are getting a constant, not x, for which we are approaching to some value 0. So never compare this one to this, otherwise you will be wrong. So this one is equal to limit we are getting minus sine minus 1. We have minus sine minus 1, and similarly you can find right hand limit, but we are done here as this limit is equal to alpha because of continuity. So alpha is equal to sine minus 1 is same as sine 1, and minus minus will turn to positive. So value of alpha is sine 1. So sine 1 is where? In option C. So C option is correct. Now I'm telling you how to find right hand limit also, because our aim is not to solve or find the solution of this particular problem, but how to find right hand limit at 0. So we are approaching from right hand side. So this one is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h, and this one is equal to limit h tends to 0 f sine minus h square. This is in greatest integer function, minus h square. Again we are approaching h from right hand side, means 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 5. This will be the value. So value of h, so take square. So 1 upon 4, 1 upon 9, 1 upon 16, 1 upon 25, because of this is h square, and minus h square will be minus 1 upon 4, minus 1 upon 9, minus 1 upon 16, and minus 1 upon 25. So these are approaching negatively. In other words, these are approaching 0 in negative side. So again value is minus 1. Greatest integer value of minus h square, this is input, is again minus 1, because of these value are near 0 but not equal to 0. So member of integer which is less than 0 is minus 1. So limit h tends to 0, sine again minus 1 upon minus 1. So this is again same, negative of sine minus 1. So both limit, either RHL or LHL, is same, and because of continuity we can easily tell value is equal to sine alpha.